Hello everyone. Hello, hello. Just testing, testing. Hello everyone. Just testing. Okay, it should be working. Hello, hello. Welcome back everyone. I'm finally back. Dude, last week was rough. Okay. Now you can see my avatar. Everything's working fine, everything's correct. Now let's proceed. I have something to tell you. Okay, first of all, last week, unfortunately, I got sick. I got that virus. You probably know what virus I'm talking about. It was not very bad, actually, but I had to rest a lot, so I couldn't work on the game as much as I wanted to. So yeah, I said that I would be streaming every day and stuff like that, but unfortunately I couldn't do that. And one of the days, actually, stream 4. The fourth stream that you're seeing in my channel is not the original fourth stream. This is actually supposed to be the sixth stream. But the original fourth stream got deleted. I deleted it. Actually, I deleted the stream for some reasons. Because it was supposed to be with no microphone, but unfortunately, at the middle of the stream, I just activated the microphone. Yeah, very sad. And it was not salvageable. So I decided to delete it and just show you now what I did when while I was gone. Okay. I worked on a few stuff on this weekend. Actually, the game is pretty much the same. If you watched my previous stream, it's pretty much the same. The only different thing is actually the shot from the shotgun, right? Let me just show you that very quickly. Let me just show you the state of the game. I'm now just switching screens. Yeah, okay. Let me just show you the state of the game, okay? So here we have the character, right? There's a little differences, like there's little differences from the last time that you saw her. Not on stream, but when I was talking, right? The last stream that I actually talked. But if you pay very close attention, she walks forward, but when you like walk backwards, she actually walks backwards. It's a very subtle change, but I think it just makes it a lot more organic, a lot more interesting. Alright, other things. I have these walls around me, right? The ground for the cafeteria. I don't know if I'll keep this ground, I kinda like it. I'll leave it like this for now. I really wanted the checkers pattern, you know? But yeah, I kinda like the whole thing here. And the walls being yellow, I really like that as well, but the walls are not quite right. I'll fix the walls today, probably. I'll just work on them. I'll remake the entire walls, right? Okay, but then we have these rectangles here. These are just collisions, right? I added collisions all over the screen from the outside. Let me just show you that. If you see these walls here, these projectile walls, they're just collisions for the shotgun, right? And then we have the shotgun shot, which you can see it's very, very big. It's like a blast. If you watched the previous stream, you probably noticed right at the end of the stream, I just showed you the character. While I was working on the ground for the cafeteria, I actually showed you the character later, right? Just testing the ground if everything's working. Actually, the walls, not the ground, the walls. and I just shot a little with the shotgun. You can see the difference from there, right? Yeah, so this is just a beam, right? A beam of light. Previously, the shotgun shot was actually 5 shots. I couldn't even have time to explain you about those shots, about the way that I made them. But I decided to scrap that idea, right? I thought that 5 shots would be very interesting because 4 of them would just be visual and one of them would be the hitbox of the shot. So you just have to aim with one specific point of the shot, like the middle point of the shot, right? That will hit, you know, not the spread, just the focus. But I decided that that would be very confusing and I couldn't make the collisions of those spread shots work very well, so I decided to just scrap that idea and proceed with a simpler laser, right? With a simple laser. And you can see that when it hits a wall, it just explodes in smoke and other particles. Actually, I'm very proud about this. I really like how it looks. I think it just adds a lot. One thing that, compared to the other one thing that I added here that actually changes a lot of stuff is that gives that oomph of the shot, gives more impact to the shot, is actually the screen shake. I made a little screen shake, so yeah, the screen shakes when I shot. Another very interesting thing is the mouse cursor. You can see that it expands a little bit, you know? Just when I shoot, it just expands a little bit. This mouse cursor, I don't know if I like it. I may change it, right? I may change it very soon, actually. But for now, I'll keep it like this. I have other priorities to work. Like making the game a game, actually. For now, it's just a little fun toy, you know? It's nothing more than just a toy for me. I'm just shooting around and doing nothing. Okay. Now, go back to... No, now let's get back to a sprite. So I'll just change to a sprite and I'll add music as well. I'm still coughing a little bit from my sickness, but yeah. Let's move to a sprite. Now, what will I do today? I'll probably work on the cafeteria walls. So yeah, let's do that. This is actually the old ground. Yeah, I forgot to just update this one. That's fine. This one is the real one, the important one. Load default palette. E agora eu venho... No, sorry. And now I open the the cafeteria walls. Okay, there's a few stuff that I have to do on the ground before moving to the walls. The first thing is actually just making it smaller vertically. I will just... Let me see... Here. Just delete it and then move this one upward. Now let me just test it very quickly to see how it looks. Yeah, like, it actually took a lot of space from the cafeteria, but I think that's fine actually. I think that I can work around that. I think that I'll do the same thing, but on the x-axis, horizontally. But that's the thing, now it's decentralized. But I'll have to work around this. Oh yeah, but just removing one tile will not be enough, right? I'll have to remove another tile. But then it may be too small. But let's test it. Actually, a lot of game development, at least the way that I do it, is just testing stuff. Just seeing which one works better, you know? I kinda like it, this smaller cafeteria. It doesn't cover the entire screen, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Let me just show you very quickly. Here. The ground actually shrunk a lot. But this would be the space where your character could move and where the customers would come in, right? This would be the main space. I don't remember if I actually explained it already. If not, I'm going to do that right now. Where everything's going to be, right? I imagine some tables here on the left, one table here on the right, so it would be 3 to 4 tables. Most likely 3 tables. Then, here on the right would have the entrance to the bathrooms. Up here would be the kitchen, and here would be a secret room, right? That's not secret, but it would serve no purpose on this version of the game, right? At least not for now. I have plans for it, but for the future, for a very far future. And here would be the counter, right? Right here, where you just have to walk around and be here. And when you interact here, it would have a computer that actually shows you the rules of the customers, right? Because this is actually an anomaly game. A game about finding anomalies. And the anomalies that you're finding are the customers. Because there will be lots of customers that will enter your cafeteria and will order food. So you have to make food for them. But some of them would be fake customers, would be doppelgangers, shadows of some sort. And you have to identify those customers and shoot them with your gun. This is why you have the shotgun. Yeah. And here on the counter, which would be around here, right in the front of the entrance to the kitchen, you would find a computer or a diary, something like that, which would tell you the rules for the fake customers. So you can identify the fake customers by those rules, not necessarily by visual cues, but by their behaviors, you know? It's going to be a kinda deep system, like very complex with lots of stuff happening at once, like lots of rules stacking on top of each other. So you have to pay lots of attention to find the wrong customers, actually, or the correct customers, but the ones that are fake. Okay, now let's go back to a sprite. so I can work on the walls. Oh, sorry. Actually, let me just see. Yeah, like this, pretty much. Okay, so yeah, let me just use this for reference for now. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. About the shape of the walls, I still don't know exactly what I want with them, like what I want with it. But I'll be making something like a very top view from the cafeteria, you know? Where all 4 walls are visible. Oh, I'm actually making the walls in the wrong layer. I'm just going to move the ground, I think. And then I'm moving the wrong layer again. Sorry. Yeah. And now to the corners. Sorry, I just had to drink something. Because my throat is not completely healed yet. Low default palette. There's one thing that I really wanted to try. Is to use the less saturated color for the walls. These two, yeah. They look kinda ugly, yeah. I think I prefer them being more visible, more vivid. Not visible, vivid. Okay, so to the corners, I have a few ideas. The first one is actually very simple. It's just replicate the exact same thing here. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I'm stupid, sorry. That's the issue. Yeah. Not like this. Like this. To be honest, I don't think it looks so bad, actually. Hmm. Well, this is my first idea for the corners, right? Just make them as simple as possible, like this. But I have one more idea that I might try it out if this doesn't look perfect. Which it might not look perfect, because it has kind of a strange perspective. But I still think that the other one is going to look even weirder. I don't know. Yeah. My other plan for the corners is to actually make towers. Not towers, but blocks, bigger blocks on the corners. I really don't know how that would look like. Like if that would look good or not. I really don't know. Let's just test it. Let me just test it very quickly to see how it looks. I just have to remove this. Yeah, I still think that the blocks would make it a little bit more interesting. Because yeah, you can see in the A sprite that you can clearly see the walls, but it's kind of strange, you know? It kind of looks off. Okay, so let me just explain you a little bit. Down here will be the main entrance to the cafeteria, okay? So I would just take this tree here. Oh, not this one here. Let me just measure it. 176. 160. Okay. I think it has to be 2 tiles actually. Let me just see. 1, 2 tiles. Yeah. It have to be 2 tiles. Yeah, now it's perfect in the middle. Let me just measure it. 144 and 144. Perfect. Now this is actually the entrance to the establishment, right? This is where the entrance will be. And here, sorry. And here is going to be the kitchen, right? Up here. So let me just change that as well right now. Just one door right there. But actually no, I'm going to add this door right here. This door is going to be just one tile big, one tile wide. And where this door ends, this door starts. Oh yeah. Kinda looking good. And here is going to be the bathrooms. Just had to cough a little. Sorry. Yeah, I believe that connected to the walls. Like, here on the corner is going to be the bathrooms. A very, very hidden space. Not hidden, but like very close to the corner. Or actually, let me just try it out. Let me just see it. Here it's too far in the middle. No, but it looks kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, okay, but I think I'll leave it like this. Let me just think. How am I going to do this? Oh yeah, right here. I want it to be a window. Let me just build this window up here. ¿Cuántos? Sorry. How many tiles are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm thinking about making a 2 wide window. I think it's going to be too low. I'm going to make it 3. Something like this. And then I just connect it right here. And this is the window. I think that if it connects to the top, it's not going to look very good, is it? Oh, sorry. But like this is also not very good. Yeah, actually I want it to be a bigger window. So I think having it like this is going to be good enough. And also here I want to add some windows too. Just 2 smaller windows. Two. Two from there and 3 from here. Oh, by the way, the soundtrack that we're listening to was created by a talented artist called Slama. I actually put their links in the description so you can just check them out. This specific video, this music video, this compilation, this playlist, is a fan-made version of the Hytale musics. If you know Hytale, you know. You probably already heard about that somewhere. And I really like this lo-fi hip-hop version of, not necessarily of the Hytale musics, because it's just inspired by Hytale musics, not necessarily the same musics. I think it's very charming, it's very calming, you know. I really like listening to it while develop my games. I actually listened to it on loop in 2021 a little before, like sometime before I actually worked on Marimoth. And I'm actually sure that I listened to this music, while I was working on Marimoth, Soulslinger, even Forest of Strays, I think. So yeah, it's nice to just listen to it again. And thanks to them for actually letting us use the music. Let me just drink something very quickly. And now let's go back to working on the cafeteria. Let me just save this and test if it's going to work on the game, you know, how it looks on the game. I think that maybe no, I think that these walls are actually good. Yeah, this here might be a little bit bigger. These windows. But this door here that leads to the bathroom, so okay. Yeah, there's actually no secret, it's just the exact same thing that you're seeing here. So yeah, time to upgrade these windows and other stuff, you know. Time to upgrade it. Okay, so first of all, I'll just check. 16, 18 would be... 8 would actually be enough. Like this. Oh yeah. And then here on the window, I just put another 8 blocks tall and just create this tiny little crevice here, where the glass of the window is actually going to be. But I think that I can just work with some walls around here. Something like this. Yeah, actually giving a little bit of perspective to the window. Oh, sorry. It's looking very good. Kinda liking it. One thing that I'm kinda worried about is the speed that I'm working on this game, you know? I'm not particularly fast this time. It just bothers me a little bit, but just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I wanted. Let me just save it and put into the game so I can see. Dude, it just added too much to the cafeteria. Just having these tiny little details on the windows, on the main window actually. And let me just repeat those process. Actually, this process down here with the other windows, right? So this is just 8. Yes. 8. And then more 8. 8 more actually. 8. Perfect. And then 8 as well. I found that 8 is actually a very good number for the thickness of the walls, right? Because you have to think about it like the thickness of the walls. You see that the ceiling here actually does not connect with the thickness, but that doesn't matter, right? Because this is the ceiling. It may be coming from even like it may be coming towards the inside of the cafeteria, not just having it perfectly in the middle. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. It's very hard for me to explain right now, since my English is not it's not the best. Oh yeah. Okay, I think it's looking good. Neat. Let's just move it to the other window. And now, how do I know? Oh, God. Okay, sorry. Okay, so these are the windows. Cafeteria walls. The perspective is kinda off, but I don't care. I think it's looking cute, at least. That's actually the main objective here. Is just see if it looks cute. Let me just drink something. All right. And now for the doors. The doors. We'll have another 8. It's a thickness here. Don't think it quite. So I guess this one's going to be 4. This one's going to be 4 as well. Yeah, I have to have something to differentiate the door from the top, actually. I think 8 is too much. Maybe having 4 here is just good enough. Yeah, and then here I could have only 2. That would already give that impression. This is not quite looking right, but I think I can fix it with some magic. Only 4 maybe. 3, 4. I believe that only 4. So this is the entrance. I think I can make it more interesting. Oh yeah, sure. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I think I can just make it more interesting by doing that. But I don't know. Actually, I'm thinking that 4 is too much for this door. But then again, it should actually be 8, so yeah, making it 4 is good enough. I have to do a lot of fine-tuning on these doors, and especially the doors, right? Because the character will move through them. So I'll have to separate this top part here and put it on another layer. Actually, that's something that I could do very quickly. Thinking now, like I could just remove this entire ceiling piece here, you know, and put it on another layer, make it another object separated from the walls. think that's what I'm going to do. But not right now, I'm going to finish this first. Oh yeah, it's not perfect, but I kind of like it a little bit. How can I improve this? Make like this, it will look like a mine. I don't want it to look like a mine. Maybe just one. Yeah, I think that just one is good enough. Oh, if I just do this, kinda give some style to the doors. Now, I'm going to leave them very simple, very plain for now. Later, I'll do the doors better, you know? Because currently, they're very ugly. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Alright. Now this. And this. And this. And now. Actually, I have to do this. Let me just think a little bit. Yeah, I think it would be cool actually. Yeah, let me just do that. Very quickly, it shouldn't hurt. That's the thing, okay? So whenever you're in the bathrooms or in the kitchen, you would not know if someone entered the cafeteria. You have to come to this room here and check, right? And the kitchen will be the place where you prepare the foods. So it's kind of a simulator of some sort. It's a cafeteria simulator. And a cooking game where you have to cook the foods for the customers. But then you have a shotgun. It's an anomaly game as well. And all of that is actually an arcade game, because it's not going to have an ending. It's going to be an endless game. Making endless games is actually way quicker and faster than just making normal games with storylines and stuff like that. Because there's less cutscenes to do, less stuff to worry about. Just make a game that works for itself, you know? Make the game work, not you work for the game, you know? Make the game work for you. Something like that. So if I make a lot of stuff that just comes together into a nice arcade game, that's enough. And that's actually faster than making a whole story and other stuff. But don't worry, I have plans for this game. If everything works like I imagine, I may continue working on this game later, right? So I'll not just work on this game during October. Maybe later I'll just expand on it. That's not a promise though. That's just a idea. 3, 4. I don't like to promise, because tomorrow I may change my mind and think, oh, this game is just completely crap. I don't want to work on it anymore, you know? So yeah, my motivations are actually very volatile. They change a lot and very quick. So it kind of just surprises me that after being sick for a whole week, I still want to work on this game, you know? I still want to keep going. But that's because I don't like to make promises, but I like to promise to myself stuff. And I promised myself that this game is going to be good, no matter what. So this is why I'm trying to remake things, you know, like oh, I want to make the cafeteria, but I want to make the cafeteria look good. I don't want to just make a cafeteria that looks kinda bad, you know, I want the cafeteria to look good. Or like the character movements, I want to be a little bit smooth, I want the shotgun to look nice, to have lots of impact. At the moment, to be honest, I'm kinda lost. I'm feeling like I'm worrying too much about little stuff, little things, and not worrying about the real project, the things that really matter. But that's on me, you know. Alright, here we have all the doors and windows. It's still very bland, don't worry, I'll add a lot to it. A lot more to it, but actually just seeing that the doors got a little frame and the windows are looking better, just make this game a lot cooler. Just make the cafeteria actually look a lot cooler. But there's one thing that's bothering me. That is... is 8. Yeah, 8 is a good choice. But then I'll have to add 8 here. Because the main door is going to have 8 because of the windows here. You know? Yeah. So you kinda have to look like that. Which, to be honest, I don't know if I'm a fan. They add another tiny layer of this here. How does it look? Yeah, I think it kind of looks good. It kind of looks interesting. At least for the main door. I will not do that on the windows and stuff. Actually, it could be good if the windows have frames as well. I don't know if it's going to be very good if windows have frames. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it had to be something like this. No, the windows will not have frames. I don't think they work very well. I think the frames are just for the doors. The doors will have frames, but the windows don't. And then here, I just add this to here. No, it's going to be too messy. Or I could just do this. I think it's going to look a lot better. Yeah, I think that's good. Let me just see if it makes lots of difference on the game or not. Actually, not that much. Just makes the doors more smooth. Kinda liking it, to be honest. It's looking kinda busy right now, but that's one of the ideas actually. It's supposed to look busy. I'm just worried about the doors. I really don't know. The doors look kinda skinny, to be honest. I may just make them even larger. Not the main door, but the other doors. Like for example, the kitchen door. I could just make it something like this. Yeah. I think it looks a lot better. I definitely do. The only problem is I'll have to add lots of different collisions just for the doors. But that's fine, I guess. It's not something that I never did before. Because even though my games don't have, like, doors, for an example, Soulslinger. Soulslinger does not have any doors. Or like Marimoth. Forest of Strays have on the Witch's Hut, but that's not quite the same thing. I already made some doors. Someday I'll make a stream or a video, something like that. Just showing you all the projects that I have. All the older projects. Actually, I think it's going to be a very fun stream, to be honest. Just playing my old projects and my scrapped games, something like that. Dude, I really like this beverage that I'm drinking right now. I'm actually drinking peach tea. I'm kind of a very fan of tea in general. I really like tea. It's not something that I like a lot, but it's something that I kind of want to like a lot, you know? And then I just force myself on drinking lots of tea, and one day I just, yeah, I guess I like it now. It's not for the flavor, it's just because it's so refreshing. Tea is refreshing for me. Okay, let's work on another interesting stuff here. I'll just remove this thing here, remove it, and place it on another layer. Because I'll save this as .asprite, you know? And then I'll just remove this all and just save it as cafe roof. And these are the walls. Cafe walls. Perfect. Actually, there is one thing that actually got wrong. Let me just see if I can fix that very quickly. The name of the objects are kind of wrong. Alright. Yeah, cafe walls, I think that's fine. Let me just place that. Cafe roof. I definitely think that the worst part about working on a like closed establishment is that I'll have to think a lot about layers and other stuff like that, you know. It's not very like intuitive, you know, because lots of the time I just make stuff on the wrong layer. Then I have to actually cut it and just place it in the right layer, in the correct layer. It may be looking too small, but actually thinking about the size, okay, so let me just show you, since it's been a while that I showed you the project, just show you how it's looking in game, because it's a little bit different, right? It's always a little bit different. Oh, sorry about that, it was not what I wanted to do. It's actually the wrong monitor. Yeah, this one. Sorry. Huh? Okay. It's looking like this. Here you have the main door, right? So the customers would come from here, you know? Here is the bathroom, right? Yeah, the door frame is actually still behind me. So you see when... Oh, sorry, you're not seeing because my avatar is in the way. Again, I'm really thinking about just shrinking down my avatar a little bit because it takes too much space, to be honest. I'll not do that right now, but maybe in the future. I'm thinking about even remaking my entire avatar. Like making some sort of pixel art. I think that's going to look a lot more interesting. Okay. Here you can see that the door frame is actually... My character is actually overlapping the door frame, you know? But yeah, the whole idea is that when you come from up here, the camera will shift to the kitchen up there, you know? And when you cannot leave the establishment, never actually, you will not be able to leave the establishment, you just stop right here on the door. You cannot go further from here. And then here on the bathrooms, actually, you will not be able to go to on this version. Maybe later, but at the moment, no. At the moment, you will not be able to go to the bathroom, right? Because there's nothing there for you to do, like, just... There would be no reason for you to go to the bathroom in the first place. So I'll leave it just for the customers, you know, so you have to be very careful about where the customers are, you see? Because sometime, randomly, a customer may decide, oh, I want to go to the bathroom, and then they just disappear. Completely disappear. Right? But yeah, let me just show you the code for all of this, right? The code of this game is already a mess. It's a mess for everyone except but me. Except me, actually, but me. Oh yeah, let me just move all of this to this one here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Oh, small shots still have stuff on them. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright. Move in front of small shots. Okay, you don't need them anymore. I don't need them anymore. Okay, so here's just the controls of the character, just for the character to move. And here we have the animations. This part was actually kinda hard to pull off. I made it on stream, but that but it was on that one stream that I activated my microphone by accident, so I had to just delete it. And here you have the shotgun and the other stuff for the shotgun, the actual controls and stuff. Let me just separate this with just another one like this, yeah. You see, the way that I organize my events, the code of the games, of my games, is actually... I know the Click team has something called event groups. I never use them, because I think they're not very beautiful, they don't look quite good. I know it's not a good reason to don't use them. I don't know if they have anything different other than just organization. That's something that I actually could study a little bit more, to know if the game runs faster when I use event groups other than just spare events, you know, not spare, but just scattered events, the way that I do them right now. So you can see that I have the main thing here, right? I have the controls. So down here is all the controls. This is just a separation mark. So I know that this stuff here and this stuff here are connected in the controls tab, but they're actually two kind of different systems, or they actually complement each other. It depends on the context of the code, of the logic that I was using when I made this code actually. Then you have the animations. Notice that the controls have two equal signals before and after, right? Here we have just those minus signals. So yeah, this is inside the controls because it's part of the whole system of the controls. It's a consequence of the controls, but it's a lower level in the hierarchy, you know? So it only has those. And then, if it gets to 2 equals again, that means that all of this system upwards just finished, right? And here we have the next system, which is called shotgun, which is for the shotgun to work. Shotgun could be inside the controls, but I like to keep them separated. Screen shake is just something for itself, and particles, right? Here are all the particles and how they work, actually. So one very interesting stuff about the particle system. I use. Okay, so how the particles work? You might be thinking, okay? The particles on my games are kinda curious, because ClickTeam has a particle system, but it's not very well optimized, and I don't really know how to make that work. So I decided that I want to make them my way so I have full control over them. And then I just add physics to them. Yeah, the bouncing ball physics, which means that it's a projectile. The same physics that I use for the projectiles, like not for this game, but for an example, imagine for the Soulslinger shots, like for the Soulvolver shots in Soulslinger, right? You just shoot and the projectile move, or the Marimoth shots and the enemy shots for Marimoth is all just bouncing ball physics. I use the exact same physics for projectiles, but on particles. I just don't make them projectiles, you know, I just don't treat them like projectiles, I treat them like particles. Because I have full control over them, so this is just a way to make the object move in a certain direction that I choose it to move. I like to keep it random, like all the directions are selected, so it just chooses which direction it wants to go. And here we have a whole system that just changes the speed and the acceleration on a random value. So it doesn't create a perfect circle when the particles start moving, right? It creates a different shape, a more irregular shape, not a predictable shape, you know, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. You can see, like, when oh yeah, I just removed the wall. Let me just place that again, so you can see that. Okay, so you see those dust particles, they actually have different speeds and different accelerations from each other. So it creates a very unpredictable pattern, you know? Oh yeah, and I made that if you hold this, yeah. If you hold right click, it just shoots a lot. This is just for debugging, right? It will not be in the game, but it's kind of fun. And sorry for the screen shake, actually, it might cause some issues. Don't worry, the screen shake will be an option in the menu. And I'm even thinking about amplifying it and making that you can choose between 3 levels, from disabled, simple, and hard, or enhanced or increased screen shake, something like that. Okay, and I guess that's it. Oh, and here is the actual shot of the shotgun. It changes colors, actually. It starts yellow and slowly fades to pink and then purple. Or pink, actually. And in the shotgun I haven't changed anything. Here is the dust particle. This dust particle is the only thing in the entire game that I did not make exclusively for this game. This dust particle I made for My Sweet Guns, and is actually a variation of the same one that I used on Soulslinger, which was a variation that I used on other games. I think that the first game that I used this specific dust particle was Arrowland, but I'm not sure. You probably have no idea what Arrowland even is, because I never showed you, but that's again, one day I'll have to show you all my games. Like, I have to do that one day, don't know when, but I'll have to make a stream or a video just talking about my older games, you know, my other projects. Arrowland is kinda complex, kinda crazy. I really like that game, but it's kinda doomed from the start, you know. I had few decisions that doomed that game. And are those decisions that I'm kinda taking like baby steps on Smack to not make them, you know, to not make wrong decisions that will doom the entire project from now on. And it's kinda sad, because these ideas, these decisions may not seem harmful right now, but later on they change a lot. The reason that I don't remake from scratch this particle, it's because it was so time consuming to just make it once. And I kinda like how the spiral works, how it just moves, you know. It's very cartoonish. So yeah, I kinda like it. And in-game, it looks even better. If I haven't deleted that one projectile wall, right? Yeah. In-game, it looks a lot better. Oh yeah, and by the way, the shot is actually clipping through the character's head, because the shotgun is too short when looking up because of the perspective, and the character head is too big. I don't know how I'll fix that yet. Even if I'll fix it, because it's so small that it doesn't even matter, but I'll try it, so I'll try to do something about that. But you see, I don't know if you can see it, but see how the dust just dissipates? It looks kinda cartoonish, I kinda like it. Oh, and by the way, the recoil of the shotgun, actually, you just shoot, and your character moves, right? She actually has another frame of animation just for that, let me show you. The recoil, you know? She's kind of a scared face. You know, she's kind of surprised about the power of the shotgun, something like that. It's very hard to see in game, but let me just increase this a lot so you can just see it. Yeah. Okay. You see? Yeah, this expression. And she just moves. But here, you can see that it's very subtle. You know, it's very subtle. See, it was just 2 frames, yeah. Perfect. Oh, let me just... I'm thinking about leaving this wall there, you know? If I have to actually mess with the shotgun again, before I have the walls collisions correctly placed, Okay, let's go back to a sprite. Right here. Okay. What to do now? I kind of like these walls. I'm thinking about expanding them. Expanding them a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Maybe making something like a... Oh, let me just... Yeah, let's make it on the right layer, you know. No, I don't know if I'll like it. I'll leave things very simple, very simpler. Actually, right now, I'll just leave them the way that it is right now. I'll just add some shading, because it's missing a little bit of shading, you know. Maybe it's missing something on the ground too. I think it would kind of look good. Just having something like 4 pixels here, or actually only 2 pixels here. Or only 3 pixels here, and then 1 pixel here, or 2 pixels here. I think that 2 pixels is a lot better than. So I think that 4 pixels here and 2 pixels there. Yeah, perfect. It's looking a lot better than not having anything here. You know? But I have to do this, which is... Oh yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I'm just adding a little bit of detail to make it a little bit more interesting. And my throat is killing me. Dude. Sorry. Again. As I said before, I'm not completely healed yet. So my throat kinda hurts a little bit. Oh yeah, one thing that I really wanted to talk about while I'm working on this, let's talk about other stuff, right? I really want to play Rain World again. I really like Rain World and I really want to play it again. And in March of 2025, it will release the Rain World The Watcher DLC, right? So I really wanted to just replay the other campaigns just for the sake of playing it again, you know? I pretty much completed Rain World 100%. There's still a few stuff that I have to do to complete it 100%, but I think it's not necessary. It's not like needed. Just smaller stuff. But I really want to just replay the game. And I really want to just record videos about that. Or even make it on stream, like play it on stream. What do you think? I think Rain World is a very good game to play on stream. Because it's just so unpredictable, you know? It always has something new happening. So I really think that playing it on stream might be a good idea. If anyone's watching this and want to tell me what do you think about it, feel free to do so. If seeing me play Rain World would be more interesting than seeing me working on my games, then I'll do that. Because I know it's very, very boring to just watch someone work. Yeah, I still try to explain a few things to you and show you how I'm making stuff, but I'm not very good at it because I'm not a streamer, you know? It's my first time doing that. So, yeah, it might get very boring very fast. One thing that I'm thinking about right now is changing this to only 4 pixels. No, I think I'll have to change it to only 6 pixels. No, I'll leave it like this. Yeah. Another very interesting thing that I can do is just make it like this. Make a very... no, it doesn't look quite good. Doesn't look quite right. Yeah. But one thing that I'll have to do here is just add a little bit of shading, you know? 2 pixels of shading here. Let me see how that looks. Add shading to the other side as well. It's not that it looks bad, it's just that it looks kinda out of place. Okay. Four pixels for shading here and what? Actually, 2 things that I wanted to talk about. I want to clarify a little bit. First of all, is that these streams are not necessarily... I'm not making them just for people to see me working and stuff like that. It's not for the views or anything like that, because I'm very small and pretty much no one watches it. But there's no problem about that. These streams are actually for record, you know? To have a game, to have something like, imagine in the future, you know, that I can come back to and just see how I made stuff, you know. This is more like a giant devlog, you know, than just a stream developing a game, you know. It's going to serve as a huge devlog. Today's stream, I really wanted to be very long. And I want to stream a lot this week, because I really have to... like, keep the pace that I lost. You know, I have to regain the pace that I lost previous week, last week, because I was sick. Let me just see if everything's working, you know, just to make sure that everything's alright. Yeah, everything's working. My audio is kind of good as well. If something you have like if something that you want to say, like my volume is very loud or anything like that, my audio is wrong, or if you want me to just bump the music volume up a little bit because it's very low, just ask me, you can comment. And I'll do whatever I can to make these streams more enjoyable for everyone. Okay. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. You can see that working on stuff like this is kind of boring, because it's lots of pixels that I just have to place. But I kind of like it. It's part of the process. And actually, pixel art is a passion of mine, so working with pixel art just makes me happy. So this reminds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. This reminds me a lot of when I was working on Tasogari. That's a game that I really want to come back to. It's not over yet, don't worry. It's not gone. I really want to make that game. And it's going to be great. It's going to be one of my masterpieces, actually. But making that game would take a lot of time. I'm thinking even about like 2 years, something like that. So yeah, sorry. So what I was talking about? Tasogare, sorry. I really want to come back to it someday. And making these walls actually reminds me a lot when I was making the bedroom. Making places like this, like indoors environment for games, it's very hard, very tricky. It's... I don't know how to explain it. But it can be very, very challenging. I really hope it's looking... What's wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this right? No, it's not right. 2, 3, 4. What's wrong? Okay, I noticed what's wrong. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I noticed. And there's lots of tiny little mistakes that can lead to disastrous outcomes. And it's everything's so tiny. You know, it's like lots of tiny little details that I have to add just to make it look like a indoor environment. And I'll have to put lots of furniture inside this place. The tables and the chairs are actually... This looks like a... This kind of sounds like a book name. The tables and the chairs. Yeah. But the... Sorry. But the... Like other furnitures, for an example, pictures on the walls, or plants hanging around, or... I don't know. It's a maid cafe. I don't know if it's looking like a maid cafe. I never went to a maid cafe before, and I did not... And I haven't seen any screenshots or photos of it. So I don't know if it's looking like one. I don't know, is there some specific thing that a maid cafe gotta have? Maybe a stage, like for dancing and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'll add that or not. I really don't. Okay, let me just save it on a sprite. Alright, Yeah, it's not finished yet. It's not finished. Maybe I'll add a stage somewhere. I think that here is a good spot for a stage, actually. It's not a bad idea. I could add a stage here with a microphone and other stuff. It's completely useless for the gameplay, but it adds to that atmosphere of a maid cafe, you know? And it's already been an hour and a half that I'm streaming. It's just the start. Okay, I'll take a very quick break and I'll return very soon. I'll keep the music going so you can just listen to it while I'm gone. Okay? Come back very soon. Wait for me. Yeah, hello everyone, I came back. And I'm back. Let's do this. Let's continue working on the game. Dude, this music's so good. Like, really, I really like it. I really like them. You know, I'm very excited about Hytale. Still, I remember I saw the trailer of that game the day it was released. If I'm not mistaken, 13th of December of 2018. Yeah, September 13, 2018. If I'm not mistaken, 2018 actually. Yeah. I was so excited about the game, and it's still in development. But you know what? As a game developer myself, I can understand them. I like to compare Hytale with Stone Souls, where they just spent, like, the two games have absolutely nothing to do with each other. They're not even similar, but the development process is a little bit. You know, they like spent too much time working on a game that they noticed that, okay, it's not good enough. And then they decided to just remake it from scratch. And it takes time. It takes a lot of time. But you know, as long as they don't say that Hytale was a giant scam, like the game never existed, which is a conspiracy theory that's been around for quite some time, and I don't believe it, because there's tons of footage and tons of stuff that the dev said that actually proves that the game exists. But unless they say that this game does not exist and is just a giant scam, I'll be here to play Hytale. I'll wait as long as I need to, as long as I have to. And one thing that people don't think about is game development takes time, you know? I'm trying to make a game in 1 month, but I'm pretty sure that I'll not be able to complete that. Because I want to make a good game, a real product and a real work of art. Not just a smaller game like the Original Force of Strays was, or like Soulful was. I want to make something that's commercially good, you know? Something like this, something like that. And for Hytale in specific, like, the scope of that game is huge. And some people don't know how much time and effort game development takes. So, even though I'm very... Not I am, but I kind of was angry that they're taking so much time to release the game. At the same time, I understand them. So I'll wait as long as I have to. The long that I have to, actually. But as long as they don't say that the game doesn't exist, or if they say that the game will never release, then again I'll be kind of mad. But for now, I understand them taking their time to make a really good game. And that only makes me a little bit more excited to play that, you know? Because that game just looks amazing. And if by the time that Hytale arrives, I'm already a millionaire, then I'll be able to play it all day long. You know what I'm most excited about Hytale? Is just playing something like Minecraft with my brother again. because we don't actually play Minecraft anymore. We used to play a lot when we were kids, actually, but now we don't play anymore, simply. There's few reasons to that, actually. One of them is that Minecraft's not the same, and a lot of people just understands that, you know, and talks about that, actually. And that's true, Minecraft kinda lost that feeling. Maybe it was not the game that changed it, but us, you know? Because we all also change, like, every time. We're always changing. Maybe it wasn't the game that changed, maybe it was us. The players who changed. And having something like Minecraft but new, which would be Hytale, it's very exciting for me. Being able to not make the same memories, but like play and chill, you know, with my brother and stuff like that. We actually play a lot together. Not a lot, but we often play together, and it's very fun. I really like it. And I kinda miss it sometimes. One thing that me and my brother really like to do is just playing puzzle games together, you know? Like those single-player puzzle games like Baba Is You or The Witness, or something like that, or even Tokitori. Yeah, we played Tokitori. It's a kind of obscure game, but it's good. It's hard, but it's good. We like to play them together, like, and both of us just trying to solve the puzzles, and yeah, it's very fun, very interesting. I wasn't actually into puzzle games before we started doing that, so yeah, that actually brought me to like puzzle games, you know. I really like puzzle games, and I even have some ideas of puzzle games for me to make. But I don't know if I have time to just make puzzle games right now, because, yeah, I have lots of ideas that I have to work on before that. But learning puzzle games, like playing puzzle games, actually helps me to create better secrets for my games, you know? Like Forest of Strays puzzle, for an example, the secret ending of Forest of Strays. If you don't know what I'm talking about, consider you check out. Like, I really recommend that you consider checking out the ending for Forest of Strays. It's actually on my Forest of Strays video. If I'm not mistaken, the solution starts at 1 hour 58 minutes, something like that. And I'm actually very proud of that secret ending, you know, that secret. I think it's very, very good. As I said on the video, I think it actually rivals with the Marimop ending, you know, with the Dragonfly battle. Because I really like the Dragonfly battle, but I really think that the Stray ending is a lot more interesting than the Dragonfly battle, because the Dragonfly battle is just a boss battle, you know, but the Stray ending is actually a story, is the conclusion to a story. And you might think that the story of Forest of Strays is kinda simple, and in fact it is, but the story that we see in the game by just getting the first ending is just a tiny piece of the lore, you know? Because we only see the perspective of the lost girl. And there goes my voice again. Sorry. because we have all the perspective of the lost witch, of the little witch as well. How does it look? Does it look good? Does it not look good? I really hope it does. I'm kind of liking it, to be honest. It's kind of good. Let me just, let me just save the walls on the A sprite. Oh, sorry, just save the walls on the sprite, and then let's just save the walls as PNG, so I can see them in the game, you know. And let me just remove this one and save this as the roof. Cafe roof, yeah. Let's see it together, okay? Sorry, I'm kinda having hiccups because I drink too much tea. And my voice was gone again. Let me just do this. Yeah. This. Perfect. Okay. Let's change it. Yeah, let me just change the roof first since it's selected. Cafe roof. Yeah. And then let me change the walls to this one here. I think it's looking great, but I think it's looking too polluted, you know? Like, I think the walls have too much going on right now. They're not just simple walls anymore. I kinda like them. Kinda like it. I think that I'll just not add anything more than what already is here, you know? I think that I'll even remove this line here from the roof. I think the roof will be very... Or should I? One thing that I could do that may help a lot is to switch to actually, sorry, to remove that one line there from the roof, like making it a solid wall, you know. Yeah, I think it's a lot better. I think it like makes the space more enclosed, and I think it like makes it more readable where the roof is, like where the wall ends, you know. I think it's kind of looking good. Now I just have to make the collisions for the walls and doors and everything. I think I'll leave the sprites the way that they are right now. I'll not change them for now, I guess. One thing that I can do is just add one more layer here. Oh yeah, so let me just switch back to the A sprite because I have lots of work to do. Right, let me just add one more layer here. Or not. No. What? 4 pixels down here. That's what I'll do. Yeah. That's exactly what I'll do. 4 pixels. Perfect. And then other 4 pixels here. And you know, kinda seeing everything coming together like this, like seeing the string of my game. The string, like the web of my game. Taking shape, so pretty. So inspiring, to be honest. I really like to see like stuff looking good and Yeah. Of course I like that, it's just good news, but I hope that you understood what I tried to say. So let me just remove that. And let's save this. Oh yeah. I will indeed remove the other frame, it doesn't matter anymore. Let me just see if it's too polluted. No, it's just smooth. It's smooth, it's kinda good. Yeah, it's looking good. Maybe I'll make the ground more saturated. Because at the moment, the ground is not too much saturated. But I think that looking... Let me just see if everything's working. Okay, is it working? Is it working? Hello, hello? Okay, I think it came back, okay? Sorry, it was just my internet simply disappeared. Oh god. Okay, so I hope that everything's working right now. Yeah, I think everything's working right now. Everything's back. Sorry, my internet just fell. You know, internet sometimes it just falls. It just falls down, and you have to deal with it. Yeah, my internet's very unstable recently. But you know, what can I do about that? Let's just proceed like nothing happened. And I just finished my tea. So sad. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I have to do some stuff here, right? I just have to add some shading here. You know what I'll do? I'll do this. I'll just do that. Oh yeah, but I'm doing it in the wrong layer. So I have to just... sorry. So just do this and this. No, no, no. No, no, it's not correct. It's not correct. Now it is. Perfect. Let me just take... Just do this. Oh yeah. You know what? I could just add something like this here on the doors. Yeah. Kind of like it. If I make it like this, no, it's going to be too much. Let's just leave it the way that it is right now. All right. One thing that I think I'll do is just remove this from the windows, you know? Maybe I can just leave them like this. No, it's not looking good. One thing that I can do for these windows is to actually just add a tiny little shading here. I think it may help the windows to look better. I don't even remember what I was talking about before my internet fell. Sorry. All right. I think it just looks a lot better. Let me just add a little bit of this here on the roof as well. Just like the exact same amount of pixels. I don't want it to be too much. I want it to be very subtle, very soft. You know, I truly want it to be very soft. You see, I was making it okay in the right layer. Perfect. And then I just come here. Oh yeah, they're not the same size. Right. Forgot about that. Let's just make it manually. Doesn't matter if it takes some time. Really don't. Okay, so what I was talking about before? I don't remember. Alright, what's my roadmap for this game? Like, how the development process will go. After I finish the walls, I think that I'll start working on decorations and furniture for the inside, right, of the cafeteria. You know, one thing that could look quite good if I add some... Yeah, you know what? Try that. Okay, I think it's going to be something like... I'll make the walls, I'll finish the walls of the cafeteria, and then I'll work on some furniture for the inside, and then I'll probably start working on the item system. Maybe I'll work on the kitchen first. I think that I'll work on the kitchen first, and then I'll work on the items, okay? And after the items, I'll work on the customers. So now I noticed one thing. I'll have to kinda have the customers. No, I think I can do that. I think I can do that, yeah. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot to add a little bit of shading right here. Now that I noticed it. I think it's looking quite lovely. To be honest, I don't like just these 2 pixels here. I think that I'll just delete them completely. Yeah. Oh, really? These ones are in the wrong layers. Thank you. Thank you so much, myself, for making everything harder for me. Okay. Oh yeah, one thing that I can do actually is just add a shading here, you know? Just a tiny little shading to separate the doors from the ground, you know? Nothing too crazy, just a very simple separation here. I think it looks very good. Yeah, I think it's looking fine. And my throat is going away again. Sorry. Oh, not that. This. Oh yeah. Okay. How's it looking? I think it's looking lovely. I still don't like the windows, to be honest. This stuff here is not... It's not very interesting. One thing that I could do is increase the size even more. To like something like this, maybe? But then it's kind of confusing. No, just leave it like this for now and see if it works. But I think it's too small. But I'll see if it works. Okay, so first of all, well, let me just save the roof first since it's already selected. Let me see if everything's correct, everything's fine. Okay, so there's one thing that I really want to do, which is in the roof. I want to add outline. Oh, yeah, but I'm adding it on the wrong layer. This is not what I wanted to do. Yeah. Now that's what I want to do. 4 layers of outline, no, just 2 layers of outline, and then I just delete it from the inside. Just to have a nice outline outside of the building. I think it may look good. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's test it out. I think it adds something. Yeah, I really think it adds something. I'll leave it. I'll leave it there. And now let's save the walls. Walls, not PNG. cafe walls. I still don't like the windows. Damn. Okay. Let's change the windows. Very quickly. It's not going to take too much time, actually, I hope. I'll just leave the windows the way that they were. Like, I'll try not to worry too much about it. You know what, I could use this. Kinda looks strange, but at the same time, kinda looks fine. I guess that'll do that. Oh yeah, something like this. Yeah. Not perfect, but it's something. 2, 1. Just add more, it's not going to look good. But now it does look good. So let me try one thing very quickly. Change to this or to this. No, I'll leave it like this. Maybe I could change it to this. I kind of feel like it looks better. So first let's save the walls. The cafe walls. And then let's save the cafe roof. And now let's put them into the game to see how everything's looking. I don't know how I feel about this. I may leave it completely dark. See how it's working. Okay. Yeah, this is a screenshot of my computer. Let me just see if it's in the correct shade. Yeah, it is. Just kind of looks off in the game, I don't know. Okay. I think it's fine. Okay, so I'll just show you, and I think that I'll... Okay, let me just see if everything's working. Okay, because apparently my internet fell again. I really like when it does that. Okay. I hope you couldn't see it. I hope it's okay. I wasn't talking anything important actually, I was just saying stuff. So yeah, let's show you the game. How it's looking in game. The stuff here. Okay, so these are the walls. Looking kind of great, you know. It's actually looking a little bit like the back rooms, because it's very yellowish, very kind of reminding me of a liminal space, you know. yeah. At the moment, there's no collisions or anything like that. But yeah, okay, so imagine with me, right? You're here, minding your own business, working on stuff, and shooting with your gun, and then you see on this window someone coming by, you know, just a silhouette. And then it just appears here as well. And then it enters here. And then when it reaches like, okay, so the path that the customers will do is something like this, okay? So they will just come in from somewhere around here, from somewhere outside, and they will appear on the windows, you know, and they will appear on the other window, and then they will enter from here, you know. But they actually will move a lot slower than the character, because she's running, you know, she's sprinting, because she has lots of work to do. So yeah, so they will just enter from here, and sometimes they wait here, sometimes they will just aim for a table, you know, aim for a table, or they will just enter in the bathroom and disappear, and then they will come out of the bathroom. Sometimes they will walk towards you, sometimes they'll do other stuff, sometimes they'll even stop and stare at you. Not the character, the player. Yeah. I want the customers to be something like a... how can I put it? Like plushies. I don't want them to be humanoids. I want them to be humanoids, but I don't want them to be humans. Or anthros, you know, like for an example. My character here is an Mini, right? She's a furry of some sort. But she's more human than animal, you know, she just has cat ears, and I'll soon add a tail to her. I think I have a good idea of how to add a tail to her, right? But the customers, I don't want them to be like our character, I want them to be a little bit different. I don't know how to make them yet, but one thing that I know is that I'll change their eyes, okay? Their eyes will be different. And making the customers will be very hard, because I'll have to make a random character generator and implement it into the game and make the game create a character every time a new customer will spawn. Oh yeah. It's very desolate right now, without the doors, without the windows. It's looking kinda creepy. And I think it has its own charm, you know? Okay, so now let's move to a sprite again. Because I think I'll just save it as the cafe walls dot a sprite. Actually, I'll just save it as the cafe. No, I'll save it as cafe walls. A sprite. Oh yeah. Now let me just remove some of those stuff from the folder. And I already have been streaming for a whole hour. My objective with this stream is actually reach 4 hours of work, right? And then I'll work even more. I don't know if I'll actually reach 4 hours. I think 3 hours and a half would be fine. I'll actually stream until I actually feel like, you know, because I have some stuff that I have to do outside of the game, on real life actually, IRL. But yeah, so I have to just stop the stream sometime. Like, I believe 3 hours and a half is a good stream time. because it's actually, when it hits 3 hours and a half, would be 12 in the morning here. Not morning, but 12 p.m. actually here. So it's time to eat lunch. So yeah, I'll have to eat, you know, I have to go lunch. And then I have some house chores that I have to do, and then I'll come back to streaming again and working on stuff. And working on my game on some Mac. So yeah. And now, what can I do? There's one thing that I really want to do before everything. It's very stupid. It's nothing too crazy. One thing that I really want to try as well. But yeah, so let me just get this character here. Oh, sorry. Let me just get the character. And let me just add her outline, you know? This is her outline, right? But what if I add this to her outline? Does it look better? Which one looks better? Actually, I think that I would do something like this. Does it look better? Maybe it does. I don't know. Okay, but one thing that I really want to do right now is to create a tail for her. Okay. And to create a tail. Sorry, my voice is going again. I have to cough a little bit. Yeah, but now it's fine. Okay, her tail is going to be the same color . One, two, three, four, yeah. It's not looking very good, actually. I kind of want her tail to be striped, you know? Almost like she's a raccoon of some sort. Which, of course, she's not. She's a cat. But making her look like a raccoon is going to be quite funny. Yeah, I'm thinking something like this, maybe. Something like this, maybe. I don't know. Let me just add 2 stripes. I think the 2 small stripes are actually worse than 1 big stripe, because you'll most likely not see the other stripe. Anyway, so... yeah, I think something like this. Or even something like this. I don't know. No, it has to be like this. Yeah. I think something like this for her tail is kinda good. I don't know. So I'll just add this. And let's hope it works. Okay. So this will be the made tail. You might be thinking why I made a separated object for the tail. And there's actually a very good reason for that. Let me just see if I can make it work, okay? Okay, the reason that I made a separated object for the tail is because I wanted to follow the mouse cursor. I don't know if it will look good, okay? But let's try it out. Okay, so the first thing that I have to do is always... Okay, oh, sorry. Always this position, select position relative to this one action point. There's something that I have to do beforehand. It's actually changing the movement. Oh yeah. And now direction, look in the direction of the mouse. Yeah, kind of good. It should be working, but not the correct way. Yeah, it's looking kind of strange right now. It looks kind of a piece of the shotgun. I don't know. But then it will have something. It will always order move behind of. Actually, it's going to order move behind of this one here. And it did not work because I probably just made it in the wrong layer. That's right. I made it in the wrong layer. I could just make it in another layer. Ah, you see? It's kind of looking good, you know? It's a very simple tail that our character have. But she's actually kind of strange, you know? I don't know if I like it. I'll probably just leave it. Looking a little bit downwards, you know, like I don't know. Okay, so let's test it out. Okay, let's test something. I don't want it to be looking at that direction. I want it to look at this direction. Oh yeah, the other direction actually, which is this one. So what do you think? I think it's quite bad. I don't know. Let's try another direction. Let's see it. Like this one here, for example. Kind of looks a little bit better, but the pixels will always break, which is not very good. I could make it move, like always be like moving up and down. I think that's good. I think I can do that. I think I can do that fairly easily. Okay, so oh god, this is going to be hard. Okay, this is going to be so hard. Why do I always choose to do stuff like this? Okay. Yeah, so now it should always be looking on a random direction. Oh yeah. Oh god. Okay. One thing that I have to do is just have it looking to the right. Okay. And then I could just have it angle, or no. Must it have another direction? Another... Yeah, it must. Okay. Okay, I'll call it direction for now. Or even better, rotation. Rotation. Okay, I'll call it rotation. Now under animations, I'll just add 1 point, which would be for the tail, the character tail. Okay. All I do is always do that, okay? But then its direction would be something like that. Okay, so if this rotation is lower than 10, 15, let's do 20. It's lower than 20, or if it's actually greater than minus 20. Okay, so if it's lower than 20, it's going to, oh god, okay. So it's going to increase 1 to rotation. Increase 1, lower than 20 is going to increase, okay. So if it's equal to 20, oh god, let me just make it another one, which we call the rotation max. So the rotation max first is going to be 20. And if rotation is equal to 20, no, if rotation is equal to rotation max, no, it was not how the rotation max would work, okay? Sorry. Okay, so if it's equal to 20, it will set, so let me just remove all of that. It will just set rotation max per 1. No, rotation direction. I'm kind of lost right now, but don't worry, it will work out. Trust me, it will work out. I don't know how, but it will work. Okay, so rotation direction, kind of big name there, you know. 0. Okay, so if it's rotation direction, no, if rotation is equal to 20, it will set rotation direction to 1. If rotation direction is equals to minus 20, it will set rotation direction to 0. If, only if rotation direction is equal to 0, it will, okay, so if it's equal to 0, it's because it's in minus 20, so you have to move it up, so you have to add 1 to rotation. If rotation direction is 1, it will have to subtract 1 from rotation, and it doesn't change anything. But if I always set the angle to this rotation, yeah, it's now wiggling a little bit, you know. That's exactly what I wanted. Now let's just make it that it rotates a little bit faster. No, I think that 1 rotation was fine. You know what? Screw the tail, I'll work on that later. Just forget about it. I'll work on that later. I'll figure that out sometime in the future. But I already have the sprite finished, so that's something. I guess. Sorry for deviating too much from the stuff that really matters. It's just because I'm kind of procrastinating, because I don't want to work on furniture. Oh god. Let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. But at least I already have the tail finished, okay? The tail sprite finished. I think I'll leave like that, I kinda like it. But I just have to figure out how I could make a good looking movement. Yeah, okay, so just wait a little bit, I'll come back very soon. Quick break again, sorry. Hello, hello, I'm back. Let's do this. Okay, so now I'll work on the furniture. Start working on the furniture, right? Okay. But first, before I start working on the furniture, I'll just actually do one thing, which is kind of bothering my OCD a little bit. Oh yeah, perfect. I will just use the cafe grounds like this, so yeah. Perfect. Oh yeah. Okay. I guess that before I work on the like the that's the name, sorry, furniture, I'll work on the collisions first. Okay, I'll work on the collisions, on the establishment collisions, actually, for the shotgun. For the player, I'll work later. I'll talk a little less right now because I'll be eating a little bit, you know. So yeah. It's kinda sad how my throat still hurts. Oh yeah. Being sick is no joke. Like, getting sick. And to be honest, I'm not feeling very well right now. I'm feeling kinda weak. That's why I got something to eat, cause even though I had breakfast today, I think it might be that. Because even though I'm feeling very well, like I'm feeling better from the sickness, it like takes a while to fully recover, you know. Now I just have to do something like Web projectile walls. Okay. I'll place it in the other layer, and then I'll just move it to the upper layer. Order, move to layer, to this. Get layer, alright. Add the 0 qualifier. Let me see if it will work. Yeah, it works. It works very good actually. Okay, so let me just show you. Let me just show you. Okay, are you seeing this beige bar here? Yeah, this is the collisions. I think it's working quite well. Maybe I could make it a little bit bigger, you know, to cover more space from the wall, you know, because right now it's just moving too little to the wall, towards the wall, I think. But at the same time, like, the character head will stop here, you know. Actually, thinking about the scale of the game and everything, nah, it's like she's just shooting towards the ground, okay? So let me change that real quickly. I'll try to make it one more. I will not update screen because it will not take long before I finish the new collisions, the expanded collisions, right? I'm actually very close to finishing it, but why doesn't it work correctly? What the? It works here, it works here. Oh, it's because here it's not perfect. Oh yeah. Now it's good. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself right now. Right. Finished. Okay, now I have the new collision ready. Let me just test it out, okay? Let me just test it. Now she's kind of aiming too high. You know what I mean? She's actually perfectly hitting the windows. But here on the diagonals, she's actually aiming too high, I guess. Like, really looks like she's aiming upwards on the diagonals. How the heck? Okay. So the shots can no longer escape from here. And from the outside, I can actually hit them. From the outside as well. But yeah, you just see this, you know? You hitting from the inside. Kinda like it. I kinda like it. And since it's already messing up a lot of stuff, let me just do this. Then I can remove this here. Perfect. Oh yeah. So the diagonals are actually kind of wrong. I'll have to fix them. But I don't know exactly how. How can I do this? You know what? I'm going to just make another 16 per 16. Like another 16 thick diagonal collision. Okay, you soon see what I mean by that, you know? Something like this. So I just expanded a little bit the collision on the corners, right, on the diagonals. So now it looks a lot more that you're actually hitting in the middle. Maybe I'll even have to fine-tune it a little bit more. Yeah, maybe fine-tuning it a little bit would be good. Like, just making it like this. Instead of making the entire thing, I will just save like this. And see that one corner compared to the others. Okay. Yeah, I think that one corner is a lot better than the others. It's very tiny, the difference, but I think it makes sense. So yeah. It really does make sense. Oh yeah. Let me just do this. Okay, now you see the walls in their better shape. Okay. Now I believe that these collisions are correct. Don't worry, the glasses of the windows, the window glass, will actually be bulletproof. So don't worry about it breaking. Because as you can see, you just hit it straight in the glass. Because I wanted it to hit like where the character eyes are, you know, something like that. Maybe a little bit higher. But I think this collision is fine. I think this is good. This is good collision, right? So I'm thinking about adding a achievement on this game, right? That would be, if I ever add achievements to this game, of course, is going to be marksman. Hit a correct, or actually a false customer when it enters the cafeteria from one corner to another, you know, so you have to be up here and hit it perfectly there whenever it enters, right when it enters, right? Perfect. Kinda liking it. Now, all of these collisions, actually, all of these projectile walls are useless, you know? Let me just make a simple test, okay? I want to see that. What happens? Oh yeah, of course, it just finishes, you know? Yeah, of course, nothing changes. So, I think that I can just remove these projectile walls completely. There's absolutely no need for them anymore. But you know what? I'll just leave them for a while longer. Just because I have a feeling that I might need them sometime. Okay, so I'll stop talking again because I'll eat again. Oh yeah, so I think that I'll work for a while longer, and then I'll finish the stream, not soon, but kinda. So now I just noticed that I messed up really hard. I didn't save the ground as a sprite, so I lost the layers, which is kinda sad. Because I really need layers right now. Dude, why do I do this to myself? But you know what? I'll leave stuff the way that they are right now. Don't care, I'll mess with the ground later. It doesn't matter. Now I'll have to work on the tables, right? So let me just see how much space a circle takes. Table. Let me just see it. How much space a circle takes. Very little. Very little. So it must be bigger. I'm thinking about each table being 1.5 would be. Let me just do this, and then I'll figure it out. So if I just make the table like this, it's already bigger, right? It is. But is it a good size of table? I don't know. I guess it's not. What I'll do is just do something like this. Now I'm thinking it's too big. Yeah, it's too big, definitely too big. And if I just do this, it's going to be too small, isn't it? It definitely is too small. Because I just imagine like one table right here, one table right here, and one table right here. So that's the thing. I could put one more table, I believe. I could make it 3 tables. Here, and only one table there. I think something like this, but I don't know, I kinda wanted just 2 tables here. I kinda wanted it to be just like 3 tables, but I don't want a whole... Let me just see how it looks, okay? You're not seeing it, right? So don't worry, I'll show you when it's good enough to show, actually. Okay, I'm just measuring size of the tables, you know? Because there could be... But it's going to be too close to the entrance. But if I do this, there will be space for only one seat. And yes, the seats gotta be on the right and the left side of the tables. Otherwise they would not work very well. This size of table is still not good. I'll probably just... Okay, let me just do something very quickly. Just make something on the middle term. No. I think this size of table is better. Maybe it's too big. But if you just place them like this, alguma coisa tipo isso. Something like this. Yeah, I think that I know what I have to do. I have to use half tiles to make the tables look good. But then a chair will not fit right there. This is very tricky, you know. It's kind of good that I have access to the window, but at the same time, there will be a chair here, for a customer right here, a chair here, a chair here, and a chair here. So there will be a total of 6 chairs for 6 different customers. Because think about that, okay? So in the day shift, will appear just 3 customers at a time, right? But in night shift, there will be 1 to 2 customers at a time. Because night shift will be the hard mode. I'm thinking about that. So yeah, but I think this size of table is good. I think I can work with that. So how can I make it cute? Not just a brown blob. Okay, first of all, the first thing that I have to do is give depth to this table. Let me just give depth to the table. Something like this. I guess it's good? I don't know. Or not. I will just work a little bit on the leg of the table, actually. Yeah, I think that's something like this. Or something like this. Eight. Maybe something like this. Let's see. So this is just the main shape of the table. It's actually looking like a giant pillar, because I think it's too big. I think the problem is more fundamental than that. Maybe making the... But I actually think the tables are a little too big. It's good like this because they take lots of space. But to be honest, I don't know if I really like it. Sorry. I think that I'll make them again with a simpler shape. Actually, no, wrong layer. Yeah, this one. But then the table foot would be too big, I think. I think it kinda looks too big at the moment. No, cancel. Cancel. Yeah, I think smaller tables actually look cuter than bigger tables. I think, right? But these ones are still too big. So I don't know how to solve that problem, to be honest. Actually, now they don't look too big, to be honest. They look quite the right size. Or have to change it even more. But then it barely looks like a table. Actually, of course, in the context, we'll be able to know that this is a table. But I don't know how I feel about people having to rely on the context to actually know what this thing is supposed to be. You know? Yeah, the scale of this stuff is not very good, actually. Okay, so let me just show you how it's looking. Okay, so these are the tables, okay? So my avatar is hiding the entrance to the bathroom, okay? Right here is the entrance to the bathroom, right? And here are the tables. You can just walk over them because they don't have collision yet. So what I imagine, okay? So I think about one chair here, another chair here, another here, and another here, and another two here, right? But I think that the chairs could be even closer to the walls. But if I do this, like, there's no space for the chairs, you know? You know what I mean? So I'll probably have to move them half a tile. Like this. Like this. This is half a tile. Now it works perfectly, right? Because it has a tiny space for the chairs. Here and here. But maybe, just maybe, I'll move these tables down. But I don't know how I feel about this, because there's not enough space, you know? Here it looks fantastic, but yeah. I don't feel like that configuration would look like. I feel like this one is a little bit better. Actually, I could just do stuff like this, right? And have two tables very close to each other, to one another, right? And then with this configuration, I could even have a fourth table right here. That would actually be possible. But then it would be pretty much no space for the customers to go to the bathroom. They'll have to go from behind here to go to the bathroom. Yeah. I really want these ones to be very close to the windows, right? And actually, I think it's missing a table right here. It would be fun to have a table, like, right here. Exactly here, you know? Where you have one customer looking like this, and the other looking like this, you know? I think it would be very interesting, very good. But then... this other table here, the customer would be like this, you know, with too much space between the wall and the chair. You know, with one whole, like, tiny square of the ground here. And I think it would be very fun, very interesting, better, actually. It would look better if the customer would sit right here, right on the window, you know, right at the window. But I don't know. How can I do this, you know? And if I have the other tables in this configuration here, it will be cool because the customer will have a space to go to the bathroom, right? The counter would be right here. You'll be right here just watching the customers, you know? So the total customers would be 8. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it would be good if there were just 4 customers at a time. Not 4, 6 customers at a time, not 8. 8's kinda too much, I think. But at the same time, I don't know if it's too much, you know? I didn't want this to be a symmetrical cafe. Like, I don't want it to be a symmetrical cafeteria, you know? I want it to be something different, something less symmetrical, more interesting. Like this, if only 3 tables would be perfect, you know? But the tables are too small, but if we increase them in size, then the character is too small for the tables. So I think that this is the perfect size, and I have to work with 4 tables instead of 3. Right? I guess that's it. I could just do this and let only one person sit here and one person sit here, but then it would be missing like a potential space here, you know, a potential space there. So I believe this configuration is the best that I can do, alright, because it actually covers the windows right here. So one customer will be sitting here, another will be sitting here. This customer here would be the one that would sit like to hide from the window views, you know, so you cannot see this customer while you're looking at the windows outside. Why does that matter? Okay, so I want to mimic a real cafeteria with this, right? And I have a place here in my city, in my town, city, yeah, my city, that is very cute, and I took a lot of inspiration from that place. So having a place, but that place actually has a problem, you know? All of the tables are close to the windows. So if you're walking down the street, you can just see everyone eating inside there, you know, everyone. And that's not quite good, you know, I don't want that in this game. In this cafeteria, I actually want to be that place where people can have a little bit of privacy from the outside world, you know? So yeah, having chairs like this is fun. And the customer will just enter and move towards one of these chairs and sit right here. Or it will sit right here. Right? I still don't know how I'll do that, how I'll do it. It's going to be a very complex system of the customers. But I think that this is the first step, right? I think I like it. And the bathroom door is actually open, so they can just come here and move to this direction to head to the bathroom, right? Perfect. It actually works very well, to be honest. And they will never head to the kitchen, so the kitchen is an exclusive space for you. So only you will be able to head to the kitchen. Okay. I think this is good, and having this middle section here empty kind of worries me a little. What should I place here? I think I should not place anything here, because this is the space where the customers will have to just walk around and do stuff, and actually, yeah, having too much stuff here is not very good. So I'm kind of liking it, kind of liking how it's looking. I couldn't make just 3 tables. Maybe if I just increase the size of the tables a little bit. But then I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not. Yeah, I don't know. If you're watching this and would like to give me a hint, your opinion, I would be very satisfied about it. Okay, don't worry, I think I'll not keep the tables brown. I'll just make them another color and add some details, maybe some flowers on top of them, something like that. I will just make this entire establishment something else, you know? Just make it beautiful. Even adding like lights here and other stuff, some posters on the walls. The counter will be right here, so you have to just come from this side here to enter to the counter, you know? And in the counter you have all your informations and stuff, and here you have the kitchen, and in the counter actually you could just store food, so you could just place one food here, like 4 foods here for an example, to the next day, something like that. Thinking right now, I could even shrink this space down a little bit more, you know? I could make it a little more cramped. Just like horizontally, you know, I could just squish it a little bit more to fit less stuff, but to be a smaller scale place, so I can actually make it cozier. You know, because actually very not easy, but it's easier to make cozy places, like cozy small spaces, like places, you know? Because the bigger the place, the larger the place, the harder it is to make it cozy or cute or anything like that. So, I don't know. What should I do? Maybe I should just shrink it a little bit. Then I'll have to change everything, like from the collisions to the walls and ceiling and everything that I worked today. That's fine. You know, that's fine. Actually, I would do that. I'll test it probably today, later today. Not right now, because it actually very close to my time to stop the stream. So I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so today's stream, or this stream actually, was very productive. I made the walls, I made the windows and doors, and started the tables, the collisions for the shots, showed you a lot of stuff. Yeah. So later today I'll stream again. I don't know if I'll make 1 or 2 streams today more. So today would finish with 3 streams. I don't know if I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Just because I have to work a lot on this game to get everything working, like in time, right? But I'm very satisfied with it. Just, it's kind of looking great, you know? It's looking kind of great. I can already imagine like the window here, the glass actually, and the door here, and the door here, and the door here, and the counter, and some details that I still don't know what they're going to be. Like a carpet here, I think it's going to be very, very fun, very good. Like a carpet written welcome or something like that. Having some signs on the walls, maybe some neon lights, I don't know, something like that. Some plants. Plants are very cozy actually, they help to give that atmosphere. So yeah, I think this place is looking great. I'm kind of satisfied with it. And yeah, the previous iteration of the cafeteria was not very good because it was really big. So now I feel like it's a better size, you know? Maybe I'll even shrink it a little bit more. Anyway, I guess that's it. For now, as I said before, I'll come back again later. Later today. So yeah, let me just stop the music. And sorry for everything. For anything actually that may have happened. Like for an example, the internet just falling during the stream or anything like that. Those instabilities, you know, and the breaks that I had to take. But yeah, it's been fun. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Sorry for anything quirky or strange that might have happened. And yeah, I think that's it. See you again very soon. Até mais.